We are now in the Seoul Immigration Office. And this is to get our registration card. There's Matt and there's Paul. So, an ARC, an alien registration card. Everybody here has a registration number. It's kind of like a social security number. So when you're new here, you have to register for one. And it normally takes a couple of months, which is why we haven't been able to get this appointment, because getting your documents in order takes like over a month. And now we're in here to do an in-person thing, and then it can still take a few weeks. Once we get the number, then we can get, like I can get my Starbucks app. We can get an app that calls and pays for taxis, different things like that. It will also help with bank accounts. We can get a credit card, that kind of stuff. Okay, so in Korea, their cigarette boxes, I guess, are supposed to convince people not to smoke. So if you have a weak stomach, you might want to turn away. But all of their cigarette boxes have photos of bad stuff that can happen to you if you smoke. I don't know what this is.
Your body can explode of blood.
But it's maybe it's your heart or something on what happens with smoking. I'll see if I can find some more cigarette packs. There's pictures of lungs. There's pictures of mouth cancer, tongue cancer. There's pictures of like a baby inside a mom. Anyway, I'll try to show you more. It's bizarre. Like, that's how their cigarette packs are. Here's another cigarette case. I don't know what this... Oh, I guess he died. And she's sad. Okay, this next picture is a rough one. If you have a weak stomach, don't look. It's a tracheotomy. I mean, these things are on every cigarette carton. Ugh. Okay, so the mart by the school has let me just record all the cigarettes. Look, I don't even know what that is.
Maybe.
Oh my.
Change the picture 1 year.
Oh, really? So the government apparently decided this might help people not smoke. There's the baby.
Yes.
Look at this. What is that? Oh, like secondhand smoke is bad for the children.
Yes.
And there's like tongue cancer. Jeez.
But some people hate the picture, so.
Why is this guy in his underwear? So this is every pack of cigarettes.
Yeah,
every pack. Oh my.
So when you see this picture, it's shocking?
It is shocking. America doesn't have, no. I mean, look, oh my. Oh my word. I wonder if it works.
Yes, and we change the price also. The
Higher?
Yeah.
Double the price to try to get people to stop smoking.
But still.
But people still smoke everywhere. So this clearly doesn't work, but. So I wanted to take a moment to explain in more depth the ARC process that the beginning of this video is about. ARC, Alien Registration Card. So I had said in the first part of this video, it's a comparison in America would be like your social security number. However, there's a couple differences between like being undocumented here in South Korea compared to America. So I'm using the word undocumented like being in South Korea without a registration number, okay? Without an ARC. So, you know, visitors don't have to get an ARC. So you can be here on a tourist visa up to 90 days. And you don't need to register for anything. Now, we are living here though, right? Well, they require this ARC number for everything. So, in America, you can be undocumented and you can get free school, you can get free healthcare, you can get all kinds of stuff and not have to really prove who you are or anything like that. Well, here, you have to have an ARC number to do almost anything. So, phone number. I can't get a permanent phone number here until I have an ARC number. So what I have are the little cheapo prepaid numbers, and then you have to like refill or change your phone number. It's not a permanent number. So we can't get a phone number without it. Any apps, so the app where we can call and pay for a taxi, can't do it. We need an ARC number. Most apps where you can get like groceries delivered or, stuff like that, can't do it without an ARC number. We can't get healthcare. We would be totally self-pay. So we would have to pay 100% of the bill because your ARC number is what is your insurance card. Your ARC card is your insurance card. They have national health care here. All of our paychecks pay towards it, and then the employer pays towards it too. And so there aren't any private insurance companies out here. So you don't need an insurance card, but your ARC card is required to have health insurance. So if we were to need to go to the doctor right now without an ARC number, we would have to pay the full bill. And I don't know how that works as far as, are you required to pay it up front before they even see you? In America, we have laws like EMTALA where they have to at least get you through an emergency situation and stabilize you and not require payment. I don't know if it's the same out here. But so we don't have any kind of health coverage without the ARC. Even my Starbucks app, to download the Korea Starbucks app requires an ARC number. So, it's like everything. We can't get a credit card out here. We did get a checking account, but it took our employer setting that up because they needed a bank account to put our money into. So the employer had to set that up, and then I had to go there with somebody from work in order to open an account. But that's only for a checking account, that we couldn't get a credit card without an ARC number. It is required for almost everything. So that is one big difference in that you don't just like automatically qualify for stuff. You can't do stuff. You can't do much of anything here in any kind of official or permanent status without an ARC number. Now, one of the other differences, though, as opposed to America, you can be undocumented and, get tons of government benefits. So that's one difference. But another difference that's a little opposite. In America, it seems really hard to enter America the legal way, right? Like there's people that have been in line for years to try to get into America legally. Much quicker here. So we get here, we're allowed to stay 90 days on a tourist visa, not requiring any kind of number. But once you're past that, or you're going to live here, the ARC process is only a few months. So your employer has to get a bunch of documentation, a passport photo, send in your passports, all this kind of stuff. They kind of lay the groundwork for your ARC process. And then a couple weeks or a month after that, you go in and have to get fingerprinted. And that's what we just did this week. What you saw at the beginning of the video, we got fingerprinted. And then it's another month
about a month, 2 months before we have to go back to the immigration office and pick up our actual ARC card. So 2 major differences, it seems like, when you're undocumented. Here in South Korea, you don't get any benefits if you're undocumented. You can't even do very simple things if you're undocumented. Whereas in America, it seems like if you're undocumented, you can still go to school, get tax refunds, get, medical care and stuff like that. Second difference, it's much harder to go into America the legal way as opposed to South Korea. It's going to take maybe 3 to 4 months max for us to get our ARC number, and then we can do whatever we want to do. Well, not whatever we want to do, but I definitely won't be smoking.